Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Debbie. And if you're new here, welcome. This is October's reading for the sign of Pisces. Okay, welcome Pisces. First, we're going to go ahead and get into the general reading, just what the energy is around you for the month of October. And then we'll move into career and money. And then at the end, we will do love for singles first, and then love for those who are already in a committed relationship, all right? If you're not interested in one or of those things, you can skip over to the next thing you want to listen to. I will have the timestamps listed below so you can do that, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. Please tell me about Pisces for the month of October. Well, you got Moon and Eight of Pentacles. Are we trying to get an attitude adjustment, Pisces? Or maybe somebody around you needs an attitude adjustment? I got a new attitude. Pay the bill. For Swords. You could be a Gemini as well, or you're dealing with a Gemini. Because that's what Patty is. Okay. Eight of Swords Tower. That's Gemini's energy too. The Eight of Swords in the Tower. I feel like either you or somebody around you is going to tell you about, like, I need a break. Like, this is too much emotion, too much drama. Or you're telling somebody like they're not attentive enough, like you're always, because these, they're knives on this card. They look like rocket ships to me right now. So it's like you're always in space, like you're always in your own world. You're not attentive to my feelings, or you don't care about my feelings. Something about hurting, you hurt my feelings, or you don't care about my feelings. You got tempers at the bottom. This could be a conversation you're having with somebody, and it could be about the other person. So maybe getting the energy of three people here. So you might even just be talking to like your therapist, or it could be another friend. But you're talking about how someone hurt your feelings, or somebody needs an attitude adjustment. Why is Tower here? Two wands. Queen of Cups, Four Wands. Nine of Pentacles. Seven of Wands. Yeah, somebody's been talking about you. And maybe they're telling people that you need an attitude adjustment, or that, like, I feel like, but it feels like a projection. It feels like they're saying something. I feel like this could have been around Christmas time of last year. So maybe something happened around Christmas, and now it's the truth is coming out. Yeah, like my crown is itching like crazy when I just said that. So maybe this was a fallout between family, like during the holiday season or something. Where you find out somebody met around Christmas and had this conversation about you. I feel like everything. Yeah, Six of Cups in reverse. That's the past energy. Something that happened in the past or that was said in the past is coming to fruition in I wanted to say August. I'm like, oh, no, it's October. So maybe you may have had a hint of this in August. Or maybe this is these two people's birthdays too. So that could be a Sag or a Cap, or a Leo or a Virgo. But it's something, yeah. Why is the moon here? Why is the moon here? I feel like you're getting I mean, again, I've said this almost in every video, but Libra is about, to me, karmic justice when the scales need to be rebalanced. So you may be getting your just due, or people may be really realizing like why you did what you did, why you said what you said. I don't think people understood it at first because they were being told something else. The Lovers and Ace of Wands is clarifying the moon. Yeah, I feel like they understand or realize why you made a certain choice or a decision, and maybe this was back in December, because they're now seeing the illusion that was portrayed about you. Like if somebody was talking bad on your name. That's what it feels like. Why is Eight of Swords here? Temperance. Yeah, they're finding out that really you were the victim and not the portrayer. Like people were making it seem like it was you that was keeping things going. Like I mean, like rumors going or something. And really you was just minding your business somewhere, Pisces. That's what I feel like. I feel like you may have heard whisperings of something like this, but you didn't even care too much to find out who and what was said, right? Because you're like, I know eventually it's gonna come out. Like people are eventually gonna be exposed. Everything can't stay in the dark forever. Yeah, Queen of Wands, Ten of Wands. Like people are finding out that no, really you were the one that was carrying the burden, carrying the weight, the I feel like that's just saying like you were the one. You were the one to. I mean, you were the one that was being wronged. I think because you're kind of quiet and soft spoken, this person thought they could do anything or say anything, or they didn't think it would get back to you, or even if it got back to you. I feel like they thought that they could still like manipulate the situation somehow. Why is Seven of Wands here? Five of Cups and Chariot. Yeah, they felt like they could still be like, oh, well, that's not what I said. Or I said it, but that's not how I said it like that. Like they took it wrong. I didn't, nah, that's not really like what was said or what was done. Like, I don't know. I really feel like this person thought that they were smarter than you. Anything else? Yeah, Ace of Swords. They thought they were smarter than you. They thought they were gonna get away with this. Death. Yep. Now they're being forced to transform. Yeah, King of Swords. Like they're facing the judge. They're facing, are you going to do right and help clear this person's name because you were the one that started the rumors, or are you going to just keep holding to your lie? Because I feels like there's a group of people behind you, Pisces. Like it's people who are now realizing that you were the one that was wronged, right? It wasn't the other person. I feel like the other person was playing the victim. King of Pentacles. Yeah, like you were the one that was staying grounded and really minding your own business and dealing with the business that pays me, right? Minding the business that pays me. Meanwhile, this person was all up in all your business, right? Because they wanted to like be a distraction so people weren't looking at their business and what and how they really moved in life. Like, but they really were projecting everything about them onto you, right? Be at home. Yeah, they didn't feel secure within themselves. I really feel like that. And you were secure in yourself, and that almost bothered the demon in them. Tend to the small things. Yeah, I feel like that was this is you. Just like you went on about your business and handled what you needed to handle. Like I'm not worried about what this person is saying about me, okay? Because I already know who I am. And I feel like eventually people will figure it out. They'll find out, right? So, bad spirit, a rebirth is assured and overcoming any obstacle. Yeah, like I feel like your name is getting, people are really figuring it out now, right? In the month of October. They're figuring out that you really are a genuine person. Um, and because of that, they're gonna be coming back towards you, and they're gonna be asking you like, well, why didn't you fight, or why didn't you never say anything? And you just was like, it wasn't for me to involve myself in. I always say to people, because I don't even like, I mean, if it comes through the reading, I will read it, but I don't really like doing readings like, and this is not, to the diminish anybody who does these type of readings, but I don't like reading on what other people are doing and saying about you because it's none of your business, right? Because a lot of times people just like keep something going because they don't have anything else going on for themselves, right? Or something about you like irritates their spirit, right? Because they're not living within their self, their genuine self. So I don't like reading on it. And I always tell people, like, even when my kids will say, well, such and such saying this about me, that about me, I'm like, okay, what does that have to do with you? Because you already know who you are, right? You already stand in your power. If you engage with this, you're giving away your power and you are making it your business at that point. If somebody wants to go around and say all the nasty things about you, let them. Like, eventually, the stuff is going to get sorted out because that's just how the universe works. And people are going to see it really, you were the problem, right? Or they were the problem, not you. So, um, yeah, it's like really people who get triggered by every little thing that somebody says about them is they're usually a very insecure person because they don't know who they are. So when you tell them who they are, that upsets them, right? So yeah, I feel like you did the right thing. What I'm saying, Pisces, is by staying out of it because eventually you knew that you would be exonerated. Like people would know the truth eventually because lies don't hold up. You know what I'm saying? Only the truth does. Okay, so let's get into your career and money. Alrighty. I didn't mean to grab this, but since I grabbed it, let's use this deck. Please tell me about career and money for Pisces in the month of October. The World, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Two of Wands. This might even been your family or people that you considered your family that were talking behind your back. But anyways, yeah, I feel like you have some money definitely coming in for you. In October, it's something that was owed to you, so it could be like a tax refund, some type of class action suit. You found out you overpaid your insurance. They owe you something, or maybe it could just even be like doing well in the stock market or crypto or something. Like it's something that's owed to you though. It may have something to do with online. Eight of Wands, yeah, it's coming in. It might already, like, as this reading is posted, it may already be in your bank account. This is October 2nd as I am posting. Ace of Cups. Yeah, you're going to be able to do something you really wanted to do with this money. It could be a trip. It could be, moving. I don't know. It's something you're going to use it for something that you really need. It's something your heart's desire. So it feels like, yeah, like your dream car. It could be a pet. It could be travel. I'm getting travel big because you have the World and the Two of Wands here. So yeah, you're gonna do something with this money. Death and Eight of Swords. Yeah, I feel like and maybe this is part of your reward. I really feel like you feel vindicated in the month of October. I feel like a lot of people try to get in your way of you being successful, and you are being successful anyways. It's like, yeah, you tried it. You tried it. Um, Strength, Nine of Wands. Yeah, you're being rewarded for maintaining, even when things were tough. So, like I said, this could even be like stock market. Like maybe you didn't sell your stock when it hit rock bottom, right? You stayed with it, and now this company gets a new whatever something. It goes viral, and now that stock soars, right? And you're able to maybe cash some of it in to take a trip. Four of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, you definitely put in some type of work that is coming back towards you, and it's really going to take good care of you. I see you shopping, like clothes, sightseeing, like even in your own neighborhood, like you just feel comfortable to come out again. It feels like because you're not worried about having to spend money, which I completely get. Because as soon as you step out your house, it's like $20, like I literally was just going to go do one thing, and now like somehow I spent $100. Like it's very easy. Like when you go into certain stores, like I'm coming here for one thing, and you end up with a cart full of stuff, and it's $100. But yeah, I feel like you feel more in control of your life when this money comes in. You feel like I just feel like you feel I almost feel like you wanted to give up on this. Let's say this was a lawsuit and everybody was telling you, like, yeah, I don't think you're gonna fight that, be able to beat that big company, that corporation. They got a lot of powerful lawyers, blah 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 blah. But you kept with it, and you're getting your money. Ace of Pentacles. I almost feel like it's putting you in a different tax bracket type of money, like yeah, like you don't money isn't a worry anymore. So this might even just be like hitting a lottery or something. Um, but you're getting it for, and that makes sense because Saturn is back in Pisces right now. I think it's retrograded. So this is something owed to you for some work that you did, Saturn. Or for you being disciplined and sticking with something, you're getting your just due. Why is the Ten of Pentacles? I feel like a lot of the readings are not exactly the same, but they've been similar because it's collective energy right now. I feel like a lot of people, if you put in good karma, if you stuck with something, if you got through all the trials of Saturn or Pluto, um, and stuck to your beliefs and your integrity, you're getting rewarded in some way by the universe this October. Star and Chariot, yeah, like you have hope again, right? Your foundation is secure. Four of Wands. Everything is good in the hood, okay? Like you waited. You waited it out and now you're getting your just due. See you even going to the spa, celebrating. This might even just be you even graduating and now having your degree or license. When people were telling you maybe that it wasn't worth it or you weren't going to be able to find employment when you came out of school, you stuck with it. You graduated, you completed some type of cycle here with the world. Okay, let me pull some oracle for you before we get into love. I have a taste for like Greek salad right now. I don't know if maybe you're Greek or you're going to Greece with this newfound money. Um, but yeah, something is that's really what I want right now. Or some type of like pasta salad. You have the mirror, mystic, and the flame. I feel like you were chosen for this. And what I mean by that is when people were diminishing your name or your reputation, if that first part of the reading resonated with you, or even if it wasn't that, if it was, it just feel like you went up so against some trying, difficult times, right? Everything, I feel like almost everything around you burnt down. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if that's um I'm using it metaphorically, but it may be really like you might have lost everything, in a fire. And that's devastating, Um, and maybe you kept fighting the insurance company. It could have been that too. Maybe they didn't want to pay you out, and you fought them tooth and nail, and now you're getting your just due, right? You're getting your home back, or you're getting that sense of security back. Um, And I also feel like you by you doing this, you put a mirror up to people, right? Um, because people were like, well, we can't break this person. You know what I'm saying? Like I really felt like it was similar to Scorpio's message. So you may have some Scorpio placements. Um, you're really standing in your power, and you're really showing people, you're making them look in the mirror, right? What challenges are you facing that you need to stand 10 toes down with? You know what I'm saying? I really feel like you are inspiring people by what you just went through, Pisces. You stood on what you believed on and it worked out for you. The shaman, yeah, like you're definitely teaching people. The starborn, the tear, and the riddle. Yeah, even when you couldn't see through your tears because you were so upset, so distraught. You didn't know what was going on. You didn't know where any of this was going. You stuck with it. And now you're this star now. You were being reborn into a completely new person, a stronger person, right? And you're going to be rewarded for it financially, whether it's steady, good job or yeah, lawsuit, taxes, stocks. It's coming through, and I really feel like it's going to change your tax bracket. This isn't a small sum of money, okay? So use it wisely, Pisces. Excuse me. It can make you or destroy you. So use it wisely. Um, get with a finance person if it's that significant amount. Don't spend any of it. Just get a financial person, right? To tell you what to do, especially if it's a lottery win, because you got to pay your taxes and all that off of that if they don't already take it out off the top, because I don't know, I've never won the lottery. But yeah, just make sure you do what you need to do paperwork wise, and give the government their money, and then you can go off on your trip of a lifetime. Okay. um Love. And I still forgot to put in the other time. I have to do that when I go through it. 27, 26. Okay. Please tell me about love for the single Pisces, the month of October. Queen of Pentacles, Three of Swords. 2 of Wands, Queen of Wands, Six of Pentacles. I feel like you're going through some type of disappointment in love, but it's going to turn around. Like it feels like it's temporary. It doesn't last long. Why is the Three of Swords here? Yeah, Six of Swords. It doesn't last long, so maybe it's just like either somebody disappoints you, like maybe like they make a date with you and they don't show up or something, or they ghost you, or you would go through a breakup, but it wasn't a long relationship, so maybe you feel hurt or upset for a little bit. But I feel like you turn that around. I feel like things change very quickly. Like it almost feels like somebody was in the wings waiting for you to be single again. Why is the Queen of Wands here? Eight of Swords. I feel like you had somebody lurking who wanted to show you who they were, like I mean who you were. And maybe this is a part of what's making you, helping you feel a little bit more confident in yourself. I feel like this person gives you a lot of praise and like compliments, but they're not doing it in a love bombing way. Like it's genuine. Why is the Six of Pentacles here? Seven of Wands. Yeah, I feel like it's going to be off-putting by how generous they are and how much they compliment you and how much they're impressed by you. But they genuinely mean it. Judgment, yeah. I feel like you're going to be judging them hard, but and I feel like they understand why. Hierophant and the Sun, yeah, they understand why you're like that. I feel like they just want to like really embrace you though. Um, yeah, King of Swords. Like this person is straight up. There's nothing that they're hiding. They don't have an ulterior motive. And you may feel that way, especially if you do just come into some money. I feel like a mother figure may be important in this. Like, so maybe your mom is introducing you to this person. Why is Judgment here? Seven of Cups. Yeah, like you really don't know whether or not you can take this person seriously or trust them or whatever, but it's something about a mother figure. So maybe because your mom introduced you or your mom knows this person, they're like, yeah, they're a good person. This is that. Like you meet somebody, or it could be their mom that you really, once you meet her, you kind of see like where they come from, their origins, and you're like, oh, like he or she was raised this way. Like it's just they have good family values. Nine of Wands, Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, like I feel like they're a gentleman, or if it's a guy, or very ladylike. They're very traditional. It feels like they could be an earth sign. I kind of feel like their family they're either so genuine that you know that once they find out that you have some money, that it's not going to change your dynamic with them, or they already have their own money, so they're not worried about your money, like type of thing. Yeah, like they're not, this is not how these people are at all. So it sounds like, I mean, this feels like it has potential of ending in marriage or some type of commitment. I just feel like you're gonna have to put your swords down and realize that this person is genuine. Why is the Sun here? Emperor. Yep. They are everything they say they are. Everything they say they are, that's who they are. And if you have been resonating with this reading so thus far, then I know that, yeah, I can see why you have issues with trusting people around you. Claim your independence, horse spirit. Freedom is yours, and co-create with spirit. I feel like what this is saying is, spirit has sent you somebody who respects you and honors you and allows you to be who you are, because they're okay with who they are. Like, they're very secure, so they're okay with you being who you are. Yeah, it says take a leap of faith at the bottom. So I feel like, yes, the spirit tell you that this person is genuine. Watch your words and know your worth. I feel like that's saying that maybe you've been speaking ill of your love life, like, I'm never gonna find anybody, men ain't crap, women ain't crap, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's saying watch your words, because you'll keep drawing in that energy into your love life if that's how you think. But then when this person comes in, I feel like it's saying know your worth, meaning like you're deserving of this type of person, right? I feel like that's why you're a little bit besides the things that have happened in the past that have hurt you. I feel like that's another reason why you don't feel like this love could be real, or this person could be real, is because you don't believe that you would be deserving of a person like that, and you are. Okay, so that's what I have for the singles. Let's go ahead and do the couples, and then we'll end it here. If you are leaving us now, thank you for joining into this video. Please like, share, and subscribe, so you know when I post new videos. Okay. All right, for those who are still here, those that are a couple, the Pisces, please tell me about Pisces love life, the month of October. The Hermit, Ten of Swords, okay. Feels like the time of being isolated or alone is over. Page of Wands, okay. So it feels like a young whippersnapper coming into your life. I don't know who he is or she. Queen of Swords, Nine of Cups. Um, are you this Queen of Swords? What is this? Why is this Queen of Swords here? Ten of Cups. Okay. He or she may have a overbearing mother. I don't know. Why is the Page of Wands here? Ace of Wands. Okay. No, it's a Nine of Cups here. I feel like I feel like this person has a mother that could be a little overbearing, maybe too much in their child's personal life. And it might be because you guys are still young. I don't know who this is for. Maybe you're just coming out of high school or you're in college. But irregardless, you're adults. Mom probably needs to step back a little bit, but you eventually win her over, okay? Because I clarified her, and it was the Ten of Cups. So you will win her over. And I feel like you don't win her over because the child or her child really, really, really likes you. Yeah, the World and the Chariot. They're realizing that you may be the one that they want to marry. So it's better to embrace you than make you an enemy. That's what I'm feeling. Or if this is not a mother figure, it could just be like a really, really close friend to this person or some type of person that they get advice from, an advisor. Um, but yeah, you win them over. Maybe you're winning them over in the month of October. Maybe you're coming here to wonder, is things gonna get better? You know, is his mom ever gonna step back or whatever this is, right? Ten of Wands, Eight of Cups. Maybe this is I don't know. Let me see. Let me keep going first. Magician. You got 8, 9, 10 of Cups. I kind of feel like there have been ups and downs in this relationship. And I feel like it has a lot to do with. Okay, the Queen of Swords can also represent this person's, um, the way that they think and how they see things. Oh, okay, hold on. I'm getting something else. This person may have been very like independent because they were raised to be independent. Like they might have been raised by a single mom or dad, and you kind of was like, it was hard because you weren't used to that. Like maybe your parents were together, or like, or you just were used to seeing people in relationships, right? But this person was taught to kind of be an individual and almost be like hyper individual, and or independence, rather. And because of that, it was causing issues in your dynamic because you felt like they made a lot of decisions or only thought about their self in the relationship. Why is the Hermit here? But now they are, I feel like their mind is shifting from that, and now your relationship is going to be better after this. Yeah, 5 of Cups, Ace of Cups, right? They might even just been going through some type of emotional turmoil as well and needed some time to themselves. I don't feel like you guys broke up, but it feels like maybe they just weren't emotionally available for a little while. Um, but now I feel like they're figuring it out. They're figuring out what it means to be in a partnership. Okay, or this could be your energy. Take accountability if this is you. Um, but they're letting that go and they're willing to learn or think in a different way, right? Yeah, Knight of Wands, Judgment. They've been getting advice from people who aren't in relationships or don't know about relationships, or they haven't figured out relationships yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, feel like this, and because I kept saying mom, 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 but then I was like, I'm really getting like this person is an advisor, right? Or they think they have your person or you thinks that this person has the wisdom and the best advice for them, but they don't, because they don't really have experience in this. Yeah, Judgment, Death, Knight of Wands. Like a Knight of Wands person is somebody who is very young, very passionate, very playful, but they also aren't aware of their fire, meaning the things that they do, um, they don't realize how that can burn other people, right? Um, they also don't have the patience to they don't have the wherewithal to probably even maintain a relationship. Um, So yeah, I feel like they were getting advice from people who haven't had a good long term relationship. You know what I'm saying? They may have been in relationships for a while, but they were toxic, right? So they were getting all the bad info and wondering why you Pisces were always like one foot out the door, like I'm about to leave this whole dynamic because why is this person operating like this? Like you weren't getting it, you weren't understanding it, and they weren't understanding because they feel like it feels like this person was much older than them, and I don't think this person intentionally was steering them in the bad way. They thought they were giving good advice too, but you only give advice from a perspective or what you know, right? So I feel like this person is now realizing like I need to get advisement from somebody else, or I need to just go internally and get my own advice because these and it might even been something like they were listening to tarot readings and the tarot readings were not really for them, but they thought they were resonating with them. You know what I'm saying? Um yeah, you have Ace of Swords at the bottom. Like they were getting all the wrong information, all the wrong, and it was confusing them. They weren't understanding why you would react in the ways that you would because when they tried this advice on you, I mean, I feel like you were looking at them like you gotta be kidding me, right? Like you were like, and I feel like you could tell that this wasn't coming from this person, and you're just like, I don't know who. This might even just been their boys. I mean, you know what I'm saying, or their girls. People who are just as immature as they are and don't know better, right? Transformation is beautiful. Yeah, they're starting to see the error of their ways, so they're trying to clean this up, right? Truth transcends illusion. Yes, like they were being disillusioned, and I don't feel like it was out of spite or that this person didn't like you, whoever they were getting advice from. I don't feel that way. I just feel like they were giving advice that they knew, but it just wasn't the right advice for your situation. Yeah, let spirit be your guide. I feel, and I said this person is going internally now, right? They're not looking on to the outside too much for advice anymore because I feel like they knew what was best, but they weren't trusting themselves and they were asking others about you and your relationship. And now they're realizing I was right all along. Like I knew better, you know? Yeah, clear out the clutter, frog spirit. Like they knew internally that this wasn't right, but they thought they needed to be guided in this situation. Slow and steady wins the race. This may be a slow process, so don't expect this person to change overnight, okay? And then co-create with spirit. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. A few more minutes. Um, Kids are always home from school. Like, when do they ever go to school? It's like once a week now. They're out of school for something. Oh my god. Anyways, lizard spirit, dream the world into being. Yes, like they realize that this is their relationship. They have the vision. They're the ones, and they need to be fearless and bold. Like they actually need to speak to you how they feel instead of keeping it inside or talking to other people. And it's so funny because I really don't think you've seen this person as that they were getting advice. Like I feel like you started catching on to it because the things that they were doing or saying wasn't even like in their character. But I feel like you were thinking a lot of this was coming from them at first because you were like you just didn't even like this person comes off really confident. So you didn't think they would be out here actually asking for advice on your relationship, right? I feel like, I don't know, I feel like they're confused by you. I don't know why. I feel like you're something that they never kind of dealt with before, or maybe this is their first. real relationship as well, especially if you guys are young. So they really didn't know. Take a leap of faith. Yeah, like I feel like they're taking a leap of faith in themselves. Like, let me take my own advice. I think I can figure out this relationship thing if I just listen to my own intuition. Please tell me about Pisces that are coupled up for October. Okay, that should be plenty. All right, we got faith, mission, communication, and you are mine. Okay. So I have faith and hope in our connection and on us. I know you have been brought into my life for a reason. It's bigger than both of us, and I know that we are destined to be together and have faith on God that they will find the way for us. Yeah, they're more listening to to spirit now. They're listening to their intuition now because they're like, I think that this is. I don't even think I could ask other people about this because I feel like this is bigger than what others know it to be. Like people are just thinking like this is just a regular relationship, and this really might be a spiritual connection that you have with this person, which is really hard for others to understand. You can't even explain it to them, right? Mission. Together we are on an unstoppable force. We have a purpose together, and I'm determined to live it out with you. We are just perfect together. We can overcome any obstacles if we work as a team. Communication. I need to talk to you and feel you close. I want to reach out to you. Please be open to receiving communication from me. Your responses will encourage me greatly, and I will be wanting to hear back from you, right? Um, I feel like they've been thinking about things and they want to communicate that with you, and they're hoping that you give them a good response because they're trying to figure this out, right? So when they communicate this with you, even if they don't hit the mark, be compassionate about how you give them feedback, right? Because I feel like if they don't feel like they're understanding this relationship and you, they're going to go back to getting bad advice. I feel like they're going to feel insecure about taking their own advice. So even if they don't really hit the mark the first time they communicate whatever this is to you, um, say, not somewhat, not quite, but let me tell you, like, and give them reassurance and re-encouragement, and so that way that keeps the communication open, right? Don't laugh at them or say what the hell, because it's going to shut them down. Okay, and then it says, you are mine. We are meant for each other. There's no one else in the world who could ever replace you. We were made to be together. We are destined, and I'm yours and you are mine only. We have done this before and we'll do it again. Okay? So this person now knows, if they didn't know in the beginning of your relationship, that there's something deeper here than just let's be in a love relationship, right? And it's going to be different for each one of you, but there's something here. There's definitely some type of deeper spiritual connection with this, people who are resonating with this, okay? So yeah, I mean, be patient with this person. I think they're trying to figure it out, but yeah, they really do care about you. Care enough to seek out advice. I think that's good. I feel like that shows good character of this person. Like they want to figure it out. They want to learn. Because they could just be like, what the heck with it? This person is too difficult. They're too much. They want too much, and just walk away, right? And they may have tried to do that, like, or they might have been distant or a little bit. Like I think I said that in the beginning. They may have been distant at first because they really were scared and didn't know how to, deal in this situation. Um, but they know now that it's deeper and the work is going to be worth it, right? All right, Pisces, very interesting read. Please like, share, subscribe, so you know when I post new videos, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good October. Take care. Bye-bye.